Well, hello there, and welcome to the Superhero Hub. I'm Sam,
Matt.
and today we're reviewing,
Game of Thrones.
yep, as you'll know, this episode 7, Brothers Beyond the Wall, was leaked on Wednesday, but us being true fans and supporting HBO, we watched it on the Sunday and not on the Wednesday. So,
I watched it today.
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, this was a sick episode. I mean, so you basically know what happened. They're trekking beyond the wall to get a wight. So yeah, standout bits. I think like the Hound's like a sick character now. I mean, he was kind of cool anyway. I imagine how people would like him because he did a lot of he did help like Sansa, and he kind of, you had that big thing with Arya when he was going around with her. You know what I mean? Because he was never like, I guess he kind of had a reputation to everyone else in the show, if you know what I mean. But really, kind of, he's always been a kind of, I guess, nice guy. If you, yeah, is a bit like rough around the edges, if I know what I mean. You probably never believe it, but he hasn't inherently done like anything like real bad, if you know what I mean. So I
Yeah,
can't.
isn't he like the lesser evil of the mountain?
Yeah,
Their brother, you know?
yeah. So he kind of, you have him kind of. It was funny. Tormund, the kind of interactions with him, and it's kind of like I don't. It's like, fuck off, I don't like gingers, and stuff like that was funny. I mean, you had his interaction about Brienne of Tarth, and you got
Hmm.
Tormund going on about how he's gonna like get with Brienne, and is like, I'll allow her, and is like, you know her. The Arya and Sansa stuff, that was good. Obviously, you've got the revelation of the letters brought up. You got Arya reminiscing with the whole archery thing, and then I guess the laws laid down to her, and it's like, I could show the letters to the lords. It's like Arya's very loyal to Jon Snow, I guess, and she kind of brings up all the stuff about the letter and how like she's whack, and how she kind of sucked up to the Lannisters, and she's always wanted to be this queen, princess or whatever, and live this life, and Arya's kind of whatever, and then they're kind of debating who's had it worse. That was good. Like, Maisie Williams is like stand out.
I don't buy that she'd ever kill her
No, I think she's just real disappointed in it. Obviously, you had the thing. I think it's more of like it was very threatening towards her. It's like, you know what I mean. It's like, you're my
though.
sister, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna put you in my place.
it felt more like like an I see you moment, as in like I can see you for what you really are, rather than walk around here trying to play the benevolent lady kind of thing.
Yeah, and obviously the thing with Littlefinger where she's like, oh, where'd the letter come from? And it's like, oh, no idea, no idea. You know what I mean? So he's being a baghead as usual. She finds the faces, and they're doing the whole description, and she comes at her with the blade, and then it's just like, whatever, allow it. Maybe it's like, in some sense, she's like, it's a challenge. Like, yo, take the knife, do something, you know what I mean? You've got it. Do what you want with it. That's how I kind of felt towards the end, that maybe she was challenging her to do something, because I mean, if she did flex, then you'd kind of know what was popping, if you know what I mean. So yeah, you
Yeah,
got,
but they are two different sides of the coin, though, isn't it? Where I think I even kind of brings this up. You can be two kind of people in Game of Thrones. You're either the fighter or you're the political one, and clearly they are very much in two different camps.
mm. So yeah, you've got Tyrion. I mean, I don't get the, like, maybe I know Daenerys' eyes have been glistening, but I didn't really get that from Jon Snow. So when Tyrion was talking to her and stuff like that, and they were talking about the guys and their pissing contests, and Tyrion was like, oh, Jon Snow's in love with you, and she's like, really? It's like, yeah, I was kind of the same. It's like, are
Well,
they? But apparently they are.
he's been checking her out a couple of times.
Yeah, but she's been like, she's the one like really like not kind of playing coy and stuff like that. But as I said, like a couple episodes maybe ago, that her eyes have been glistening.
Look, she's hot. He's a dude. There you go.
You don't think he's attractive, nah? You can say it.
Him? Is he attractive? Game
Yeah.
of Thrones standards, yeah. Look at the dudes in that show. They're all kind of like war-torn blokes. He's a young, pretty thing. Yeah, obviously.
All right,
Even though
all
I
right,
don't-
calm down. It was a yes or no question.
I'm okay with saying it. I don't know how it goes with what's his face though. Drogo.
What do you mean? It was like a beefy guy. It's all about power in this show, I guess. You know what I mean? He's a beefy guy. So that's all I have to say about
Wow.
that. If I had to put it into words. So yeah, you've got the kind of hunt for the wight. It's interesting because they have a fight with a quote-unquote walker, which are like the blue guys, and then he got taken out and all the other wights got mullered with him. I think that was like a big interesting point, because now it's kind of like it's all eyes on the Night King, as it were, that he's turned all of them, so take him out. I'm kind of, one thing I was interested in is like, I'm interested in like what makes the walkers different to the wights, like why are they kind of intact and blue skinned and like got hair, and like that's one thing I'm interested in. Maybe like there was like I'm of the feeling like they were, I don't know, part of the same kind of clan or family or whatever.
I don't know, but I don't know how I feel about that thing though, where you take out one and like the rest of them die. It's a bit like the Avengers or something, where you take out
the Chitauri battle station.
Exactly, you take out that and boom, and they're all gone. Or episode 1, whatever. You take out the big thing and the whole army goes down. It's a bit too easy for me.
Yeah, but it is a kind of easier said than done thing, because really they kind of stand on top of the mountain and don't get involved. You know what I mean? And they let all the, because they don't need to do anything. I mean, if they had arrows, if they had fire arrows or dragon glass arrow, you'd only need one and you could muller him with that from where they were, but obviously they didn't have that. So yeah, they kind of get a wight. I mean, you got the whole bear thing earlier on as well. That was kind of cool with the zombie bear. And there's a lot of kind of, you had Jorah and Jon Snow with Longclaw, and they were discussing that. And it was like how the kind of brought shame to the family, and it's like he deserves it. You had the thing with the bear kind of eventually kill, I forget what that guy, Paul Kay, the guy he plays, so like the priest, I forget, Summon of Mir, I think that's his.
Red shirt.
Yeah, so he's kind of out, so now I guess the guy with the eye patch can go at any time now. There's no kind of crutch to fall back on, which he kind of brings up. They kind of end up getting like secluded back to one island, obviously. Beforehand, the Gendry is sent back and is kind of doing his sprint and just happens to cark out right next to the gate. So I get word to Daenerys that something's popping off, and like Tyrion's like, allow it, and she's like, no, I'll flex. You know what I mean? I did nothing last time. I don't know what that was referring to. I guess like one of the battles that kind of, but for me I kind of glazed over that. So yeah, they kind of all get cornered on the little rock, and then obviously you got the Hound dashing the rocks, and he takes out one of the White's jaws, and then like he dashes another one, which was much bigger, so you know it weren't carrying the distance, because the little one barely carried the distance, so that wouldn't, and that kind of alerts them that they can walk across the ice, and then you got the whole big battle thing. What did you think of that?
I thought it was okay. It was fun. I mean, it also felt like I enjoyed it genuinely, but it also felt like this is a prelude to the real thing, though. Like kind of the whole episode did. And I don't mean this as a criticism. It just felt like this isn't really the big fight in the north. That's going to come next season.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd picture it, instead of like them, it'd be like all the main characters, you know what I mean, as opposed to like one kind of handful of them. So yeah, and then in comes in comes Daenerys, mullers them. One thing I will mention, I did like the kind of effects with like the fire and all the ice was like all flying up on the lake and stuff like that when they were doing the straight blast. I like that. The effects were kind of cool. Then
Dragon coming in was badass. So I thought that was I was way more into that as a moment than the last, what was it, 2 episodes ago when she did it with Jaime's army. Because I didn't quite know how to feel about that. Because they were people and it was quite horrific. But when it's just like nameless people you don't care about, yeah, go Dragon.
Yeah, and it was kind of the only time all 3 of them are kind of all flexed together. So yeah, the dragons and Muller...
Yeah, for a while.
Dragons and Muller in Drogon lands, and they're like, yo, get on board, and they're kind of, I guess Jon Snow's messing about, and then Viserion gets taken down. That was cool. The dragon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, by the gold medal Olympic javelin thrower. So that was kind of sick, and there's the kind of, oh my god moment when the dragons are taken down.
He was pretty good at throwing that damn thing, wasn't he? Especially when they needed a whole damn contraption in Westeros.
Yeah, well, this is kind of magic, though, isn't it? So, I mean, obviously, yeah. So, yeah, I guess Jon Snow ends up dropping in the lake. He's kind of out the game, and they end up leaving. And then Benjen turns up with his kind of fire mace contraption.
I remember him from, I think, the first season. But
yeah.
How was he his uncle? Is that just a thing that they're not really related?
No, I think they are. I think it's like the mother's brother.
Okay.
Yeah. So he kind of swings on in and saves the day. And then Daenerys is about to leave, and then the whole horn goes off, and it's like rider on the horizon. They kind of get him in and get him on the boat. So yeah. They kind of got the wight, they're sorted, and then I guess Jon declares himself for House Targaryen and is like, yo, take yeah, you're the queen and stuff like that. And she sees all his wounds, so I guess that puts pieces together in her head. So yeah, I thought it was a sick episode.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole "you're my queen" thing, though.
Yeah, but it's kind of, as Tormund said, a lot of people through pride and stuff like that cutting off the nose despite the face. So it's like, whatever.
I get the excuse they're giving in the show, but I don't like it.
Yeah. Let's talk numbers. I'll give it a 9.5.
Wow. I'll give it an 8.5.
I thought you were gonna say 10. Yeah, I thought it was sick. Generally, the kind of penultimate episodes are sick. But this for me smashed it. There was a lot to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Also something we missed. I thought it was interesting that Sansa refused to go down to Westeros.
Yeah.
Did you send instead with it, Brienne?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, I guess, because Jon Snow's out the way and stuff like that. I don't really know what that meeting was about, like go to King's Landing.
It's the meeting. It's to meet the White Walker, isn't it? And
I don't think so. I think it's
Cersei doesn't know that, but the meeting is the one that's with Daenerys.
Yeah, but I think that's on neutral ground. They wouldn't go to King's Landing. I think that's in neutral ground, and this is another one.
They will. I think it's a big meeting.
So yeah.
I think that's what it is, but we'll see, I guess, in the next episode.
Yeah, the last episode. I'm looking forward to it. 6 days to go. Very excited. So yeah.
Late.
Yeah, it's going to be... I hope so.
I'm sure you do.
I hope it does get leaked. I'm excited. So yeah, I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
And that was our review for Game of Thrones. Episode 7. See you next week.
With this, the urge.